we're coming into the town of Buxton here. State champions, 1993 basketball, and what is that?
99, the nine-man football.
Nine-man football. Wow.
That's pretty cool.
It's a small town. It was founded in 1880 as a township, and then they had a post office about the same time. It wasn't until 1922 that it was incorporated as a village. There's the post office. I have a feeling that's not the
not the original
1880 one. Kind of a country center. And then it was in the 30s. It was incorporated as a city.
1967.
1967. What a great building here. Kind of swing around and take at it.
It says bank above the door.
Yeah. Get a little better look at it here.
Oh, Central Valley Bean Cooperative.
Huh? Soybeans, maybe?
Maybe.
Huh. So, what a great building, huh? I think it's attorneys. I have a feeling.
Buxton in Bloom. Buxton in Bloom.
That's the
Old Buxton Cafe. Former.
always a bar.
Use doorbell.
Use doorbell?
Use doorbell.
Well, that's it. Maybe it's a private. Okay, back on the road. We're on Interstate 29, and pretty much the rail just follows the highway here. So out of Fargo, the railway heads north to Grand Forks, and then it starts to meander west and a little north. And then at some point, we're going to be on the northernmost U.S. highway in the United States. And we follow that all the way to the coast. So, this is the town of Reynolds, and about 348 people. It was 1881.
277 people.
Oh, 277.
Yeah, at 1881.
1881. Nice church over here. Let's just go ahead and go by the church. It's not much here. There's a really funny thing about this town, and I don't know if that was Main Street, is it? We have to find the Main Street here.
Fifth Avenue, Sanborn Street. We'll find it.
Yeah.
Lady of
nice.
Perpetual Help.
Yeah, just kind of a nice old church, though. It's the most prominent building I've seen so far, maybe other than these huge grain elevators. It's amazing. We haven't gone, 6-8 miles, something like that. And you have a whole nother series of these big grain elevators. Well, this might be the main street. It's got the bar on it, but we were kind of joking because as you go through this main street of Reynolds, it's the dividing line between two counties. So you have Trail County, which was the courthouse that we were in, to the south, and you have Grand Forks County to the north. So we were kind of talking about the sheriffs being really kind of messed up. You could go over here and rob the post office on the left and come over and get a drink at the bar. Nobody could run over and get you from the other side.
That's pure speculation on our part.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a nice veterans park here.
I don't think we'll get out here, but can't swing around and give you a little bit of a look, maybe.
Very nice little community veterans park.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing we found, as you go through these small towns is, for 200 people to have a veterans park like that. Yeah, we just find them a lot, and a lot of them are very elaborate, so it's kind of cool. All right, we'll see you guys on the road. Town of Thompson. So what, 1,100? 1,200?
Yep, around 1,100 people.
So in 1881, the town received the railroad coming through. Oh boy, they got a lot of state championships here.
We got the
kids picking on kids. What? How come they're not in school?
They are. I think they're running for PE.
Oh yeah, the whole bunch of them together.
Oh, careful! You're gonna miss the town. Better turn.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for 1,200 people, it's basically a bedroom. This is a bedroom community for Grand Forks. So probably people. I think we're only 12 miles or so. To me, that seems like a lot. Especially when you're in a place like this where the winters suck.
You don't want to drive 12 miles. I guess you get on your snowmobile. This is great. This little building here.
No, I mean seriously, we're going to go through a town where I met a family a little later. They are a little further north and north.
There's bank up on top.
All these big buildings at the end of the town are usually state bank on them. Yeah, so I met this family. I was just kind of wondered, how cold does it get up here? I looked on, I think it was New Year's Day, and I looked up their town. It was minus 30. All right, I'm gonna cut it off here and see you in Grand Forks. Well, we are here in Grand Forks. So this town is like 56,000 people. So it's a little larger than what we might normally drive through, but it's kind of an important area. I mean, settlements at least 1740. French, it was under French control for a while, so I don't know if it would have been the Louisiana Purchase or the Northwest Purchase, Northwest Territories, all that stuff kind of confuses me. But yeah, and it's also one of the things that is a problem is this Red River, and I was going to mention it in Fargo and kind of forgot, but this sucker floods a lot. And I guess the town was pretty devastated in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's the Red River of the North.
Yeah, and I guess it flows north. And if I don't think I've mentioned it yet, but I ran into a potato picker in one of the towns we'll be in later today, who used to have a farm here on the river. And he gave up farming. He said he had so many floods, so many crops ruined that he just gave up, and now he drives a potato picker machine, whatever that is. So they do have a memorial for the flood down on the waterfront. I'm not sure we're going to go down to that. It's a cool building. I don't know what it is.
May have been an old hotel. It's got some sort of a historic.
Yeah, this is a pretty
out on it.
Cool place.
Downtown Forks.
Joe Black's.
I like these pillars that they have on the corners.
Oh, yeah.
Graphic. It's actually the junction of two rivers.
I think that could that possibly be? It's either to block the railroad sounds or it couldn't be levees.
No,
doesn't sure. Well,
probably to block the sound of the rails. Is this the Amtrak here?
No.
Oh, guess not. Doesn't have a sign for the railroad.
Yeah, Amtrak is actually, I think, on the other side of town. It does have a station here. It's, I think, the first station. Yeah, the first station since Fargo. Yeah, and like I said, it was a very important trading area.
Furs and
all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the federal building here on the left.
And it's something big over here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Central High School. Wow.
Wow.
Huge.
On the right was a Central High School. So anyway, we'll
telephone building here on the left. Old telephone building.
I had a girlfriend that worked for a telephone company back, gosh, what was that? 69 maybe? And she was still using PBX for the telephone. It was like Pacific Bell.
Little things that you plug in.
Yeah. She was like an information operator back in the days when they had that. Something over here on the...
It's like the courthouse. County office building on the left. A very interesting mixture of old and new in here, and I wonder if some of that is resulting from the flood as well.
Yeah.
It said the town was just devastated, so...
The Sonic Center here. That's a heck of a building. All right, I'm going to turn here, get this camera off the car, and we'll go find the Amtrak station and see what that's like. Well, we drove about 5 miles.
At least.
At least from west from the downtown area.
To the Amtrak station.
And this is the Amtrak station at Grand Forks. I mean, that's beautiful old town. And, you know, I guess, well, the railroad does turn here to the west. So I'm not going to go in there. That's not really. We'll see plenty. We'll probably see other stations that look like that. And, all right, we will see you somewhere. Next place, I guess. All right. Well, you can see our route right along the tracks here. I just put a route in, but actually I put the phone too to the next town, and this is the road it took us on. And there is a highway just right over here somewhere, but hey, what the heck, you know? So anyway, I just thought I'd show you the road. Yeah, so out of Grand Forks, the railroad starts westerly, and as I think I mentioned earlier, eventually it'll kind of zigzag up a little further north, but this is the town of Emerado. It's about 400 people, 440, something like that. We don't have any other data on it, other than it's supposed to be a Johnny's Bar and Cafe here or something. Yeah, here we go. There's the downtown.
Johnny's Bar?
Yeah, it's not the Johnny's Bar that I had in my head when you said Johnny's Bar. Like I said, always a bar, and generally they're open as much as the law allows. City Hall is there, the post office. Yeah.
Community museum in an old church.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
Really cool church here. Having a museum in there. There's a community center right here. Okay, that's Emerado. We're going to find our way to the next town. See you then. Oh, so our town here is Arvilla, or Arvilla, depending, I guess, on whether it has a Spanish pronunciation. I don't think there's much here. It's supposed to have a post office.
Turn down here.
We'll turn down here and see if there's anything. We don't have any other data. It's unincorporated. It's supposed to have, like I say, a post office here. And what was it? Something else?
A bar.
A bar. Of course, there's always a bar. Here's something here. Maybe a school.
Maybe a school. Or what used to be a school.
Yeah, it doesn't look like a school anymore. I think we found the bar.
Oh.
Pitcher's Bar and Grill. We'll find post offices.
And there's the post office right there.
Go get right at the end. Wow, I'll tell you, again, look at these huge grain elevators, and then this big building. I'm just going to kind of give you a shot of it. Wow. All right. Arvilla, North Dakota. It's amazing. Well, so we are coming here into the town of Larimore, and I wanted to start the tape a little bit early because I want to tell you a pretty funny story about the town. So I came in here at night, I was looking for a place to stay. They were full of potato pickers. I went to the downtown area where we're going to be heading here, and found this kind of bar grill looking place. So I went in the door that I thought was food, and it kind of was, but it was all locals. And you would have expected, you know, being North Dakota, a bunch of, you know, raucous country music. They were playing electronic techno music, which kind of was a shock to me. And then I go and I sit down at the bar, and a young kid bartender comes up to me. Redhead kid, and that's important. Comes up to me and he says, "Can I help you?" I said, "Well, I'd like to get some dinner and a beer." He goes, "I don't know if we're serving dinner." And so he turns to the guy next to me. "Are we serving dinner?" As if like, are we serving local people or non-local? I said, "This was the place here."
Must be.
Yeah, I think this was the place. Or actually, it might have been the one down there. Yeah, it was the one down there. I don't think this was here before. Another bar. Anyway, so yeah, the guy next to me hands me a list of their dinner specials. So I think it was like, you know, not going to serve the local. So I order from the guy. Turns out to be the kid's father. So I order, and I order a beer, and he says that'll be, you know, $2.50 or whatever the beer was. And I said, "Well, I'm probably going to have more than one beer and, you know, dinner." And he says, "Well, the tabs are separate." And I said, "Well, can I run a tab?" And he finally acquiesces that I can run a tab. So, eat dinner, start talking, and he had this Notre Dame shirt on. And I said, "Oh," I said, "You go to Notre Dame? You a fan? Hey, look at this great theater." This kid lights up. And he says, "You're probably the only person in here that knows that this is Notre Dame."
And not North Dakota.
And not North Dakota. So I said, "Yeah, see, it's for sale here. Yeah, good friends. That was it. Yeah, good friends bar and grill." So anyway, I said, "Can I settle up the bar tab?" And I said, "Who do I settle up the dinner tab?" And he goes, "Oh, they're all together. I can put them all together." Oh man. What a crazy story. So anyway, I had to end up sleeping up in a rest stop up here, and then I found out, researching this, and maybe it wasn't theirs. I think there's a state park like 2 miles above. All right, we're gonna head to our next place.